Hello and welcome to Adventures.initiative. We're playing Call of Cthulhu, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will our
Keeper, please
yeah.
set us aside.
That's your side. Okay. Well, to start
Yeah,
off, my name is Zane. I will be your keeper of the arcane lore of this game. We are going to be playing a game of Call of Cthulhu, the scenario known as Scritch Scratch. To set this up in the beginning, you are all part of the cast and crew of a reality TV show. You're filming your pilot episode in the little British countryside town of Stoke. We've arrived in this town with them setting up to clean up a particular house in this town that they are needing to help, as it were, build the tourist population of the town. The town has been slowly dying over the last few years. They've experienced a lot of flight residents from this town, and they just need a little bit of help. They've offered you a generous sum to come into this town, allow you to film this pilot episode of your series, and clean out this house. As you arrive in the town, you notice immediately, very, very small town. Crosswise, walking it, you can get to anywhere in this town within 10 minutes. There's very few buildings or businesses still a person or here and there walking the roadway. You know that the house that you're going to, a man named Arcane, been known as the town's rat catcher. It's a little unusual to see a town with a rat catcher still, that has been gone since Dark Ages, when they were most prominent to help control the plague. As you arrive in the town, you see the surroundings and the emptiness. You are now free to explore about the.
Hey, Zane, you're cutting out quite a bit on my end.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Can you
too.
try and speak better into your mic, like a little?
Take the
Seems
D
like-
out of your V or your M.
God.
Here.
Drunk.
Okay, what did you catch of that introduction then?
Okay. We entered into a town. It is very, very small.
Yes.
We are here to basically help bring notification to the town.
You're
Investigate
here
it?
to help with this town. You have a house, and part of that, because you're this TV show, you're going to help bring a little bit of publicity to this town that's been slowly
Okay.
dying.
Okay. So we're all part of this cast and crew
Correct.
within this town.
Mhm.
And we're
Was there
supposed to
something
kind of
about
look around.
Say again, please.
Was there something about rats, or did I just hear that wrong?
Yes, what you heard was the house that you're going to clean up belongs to a man named Arcane. He was the town's rat catcher.
Oh,
Which-
okay.
Okay.
Which is a kind of a weird thing for a town to have a rat catcher still. That profession goes back to the Dark Ages and the time of the plague, when the rat catcher would help the sanitation of the town by catching the rats that were responsible for spreading it.
So he's got a very old, outdated job with a very old, outdated.
Yes,
Okay.
very much so. Considering that it's the late summer, and having it now, that's very unusual.
Jane, speak into your mic.
I am.
Oh, okay. Okay. So as Paul, do I have everything that I need for this
Yes.
person's house? Okay.
Yes,
So I've
you
got all
have-
the cleaning supplies. I've got everything.
Yes,
This
you
is
have
Paul's
your
voice, everybody.
cleaning supplies. You have all of that.
Okay. I guess we should probably introduce ourselves, everybody. Okay, team, gather up. Let's talk. All right, I'm Paul. I am a I want to say, like, brown hair, bearded man, well built in physical form. I am here to direct those that are going to be helping us as much as possible. You lovelies. Thank you. I know all your cleaning things that you might need to know. I'm very good with chemicals. Just let me know. But I am just the face of this project. So, who are you, ma'am? And he's gonna look at Ellie.
Well, hi. I'm Ellie. I'm gonna be your sound engineer. So, speak up, everybody. I'm gonna be the one holding the boom mic over your head. So, don't look at it, don't run into it. I'll just have it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm 22. I just graduated college. This is kind of my first job, so but I know what I'm doing, so don't worry about it. Um, I guess I don't know. I'm tall. I've got a girlfriend back home, so don't try it. Ha ha ha. You know. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
don't
me.
worry, honey.
I can tell we're gonna be
You
friends.
sound lovely. Thank you. Okay, and
Uh-huh.
you handsome man with the little nose.
I'm assuming you're talking to me.
Well, I don't see any other handsome guys.
You can call me Tom. I am.
Hi,
Let's
Tom.
see. I am
Hi, Tom.
short and stocky. I'd like to say brown hair. I like to. He's wearing a bomber jacket. Or a windbreaker jacket. I like to picture those like a mustard stain on the front of it.
Oh, a bad boy. Yes.
And
Very hygienic.
while
Let
he's
me just
standing there
get that little
watching,
mustard stain off you real quick.
well, he's standing there talking to you, watching you guys talk. He just pulls out a hip flask and takes a swig.
Hey, we share that for afterwards, okay? You and me. We can get to know each other a little bit more later if you want.
I get to know you all night long.
Are you like
I'm gonna
super
go over
drunk right
here.
now?
All right, back
I'm
on
gonna
track.
let you guys have a moment.
Okay. And you, ma'am, with the feeling of authority, who are you?
Manda Peterson, producer of this show. Just please make sure you keep that mic boom out of the shot.
You know it.
All right.
It's okay. We can
Okay.
edit that in post.
Do I not have a crew besides the camera people today? Is it just me that's cleaning up this?
Yes, this is your show. You wanted some notoriety, and you thought this would be a good way to do it. So here you are.
Okay. Well,
Man versus myths.
man versus mess. Well, I think we need a few more men, if you know what I mean.
All right, to set
You're
up
on
the
your
town and where you're at right now, just outside the town where you stopped at and you're meeting up at is a small parking lot that has been freshly built. There is a sign to it, and there is a small road that is almost more like a walkway going towards the village. But like I said, there is a brightly colored sign in the parking lot that has some information on it.
What does the sign say? Sorry?
The sign is presented by the Town of Muskogee City Council. It gives you a brief rundown of the history of the town, and it points out the various Anglo-Saxon history of the town, including the very, very old church in the village, as well as a few of the small businesses, such as the gift shop that is in town, and as well as Miss Lucy's tea shop.
Okay.
Ooh, a tea shop.
Yeah.
Is there anything stronger
that
than
sounds
tea in this
lovely.
town?
Sometimes tea can be pretty strong.
I have no idea what history is, but okay, let's go. I have a 5% history, so I know about as much as the normal person would.
Pretty
which
much.
is almost nothing. Okay, Hitler was a bad man. That's all I know.
That's a very important thing to know.
Okay, so what shall we do first, crew? Do we go to the house and start scoping the thing out, see where we want to shoot, or should we go meet some of the people in the town?
Well,
Perhaps-
what time is it? Do we have time
It's
before we have to be
very
there?
it's very early morning. You stayed at a hotel in the next town over because there was no available lodgings in this village itself. It is very early morning. I would say about 6:30 or 7 o'clock in the morning. The sun's just getting up. It looks like it's going to be a very drear, bleak, overcast, rainy day.
All right. I think a good thing might be if we could get maybe a few more hands. I think I can spare a little bit of change, maybe a few volunteers for this, just to get things a little bit heavier. And so we got some people working in the background. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, who's going to be awake at 6:30? Just go roaming the streets?
Do I see that there's anybody like up and about right now? Is there like a small cafe? Maybe there, keeper?
From where you're at right now, you're just outside the actual town itself. But
do we still have to drive into town?
Well, you actually would have to walk in. The town's roads are very
Oh.
old and they're very narrow. That's why this parking lot that you're currently in has been built just outside the town.
Oh God,
So-
what does the town look like?
The town looks. It looks
Is
like
it like Silent Hill up in this bitch?
No.
Or
Ooh.
what?
It's not very solid, but it looks like your pretty standard, quaint little British countryside village, with the exception of on the. You look out.
You cut out right there. Sorry, keeper.
As you look out over the landscape a little bit, aside from seeing this little town, you do notice on the village, getting further out of town, away from where you're at, there's a very dense forest, and it just kind of has a creepy vibe to it.
Well, I don't know
that's
about you, but
beautiful.
I'm not going near there.
Yeah, that we aren't needing to work in the forest, so that's fine. We're gonna be in houses where we're safe, right?
Yeah.
Fine.
You
Sure.
can just like squint at it from a distance, warily.
Yeah. It's very nice though. Like it's very luscious and green. That's good for the environment, right?
Yeah, it's
Let's
a-
keep that thing safe, right?
Yeah.
a nice
No
aesthetic.
deforestation here.
Oh hell yeah! High five, sister.
All right. So as you begin walking into town, one of the places you do come across is Miss Lucy's tea shop. As you look
Yes.
for it, you realize that this building actually, you can see the old sign. This used to be a post office that must have closed down. You can still see the old sign above it, and there's even still a little red post box where you could drop a letter off to.
Is it open?
It is open.
This early. Let's go in. Let's go
see.
in.
Let's see what's up about the tea. Let's see if we can get some. Okay, let's go.
All right. As you go inside, you open up. There are people there at a few tables. It's a very quaint little. Almost feels like a forest cottage type of place. Very neatly set up, and all the tables are like little picnic tables, red and white checkered. A lady with dusty blonde hair, looks to be about middle age, says, and takes you to a table to set you down and asks, "What would you like today?"
Tom, make sure you get a hand shot of it.
Should I be recording? Should I record some?
Always be recording.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Well, that's why I've been
Yeah.
recording since we walked into town.
Do we not have sound for all that? This is a beautiful little
Well,
cottage
But
thing.
no,
here.
I'm not in
if
charge
there's-
of
if
sound.
there's
It's
no sound
horrible.
up- If there's no sound up to this point, we can always do a voiceover for the intro.
That's true.
No big deal.
Everybody loves my voice. It's awesome.
We can always use my sultry voice too.
Yes, Tiger.
Do you need a
Coffee
throat lozenge?
black.
I've got a cough drop.
So as
Yeah,
she
cool.
as she sits you down and takes your order, what you would like to have, she asks, "What brings you to our little town?"
Sorry, I just got a text message.
Recording.
Sorry. We're recording a show, silly. We're working on cleaning. We're bringing some people to your town, and it's gonna be a great big thing for you.
Oh, what? I heard they were bringing in some cleaners to help with the town a little bit. They said you were going to be cleaning a specific house, but nobody actually knew where you were cleaning up at. Where is that exactly?
There's this rat catcher fellow that we're helping out. He seems to be having some. It's been dirty up in there, but you know what? We're gonna go take care of it. Actually, we're
As
looking to
soon
maybe
as you
hire a few
mention
people.
as soon as you mention that you're going to the rat catcher's house, her face changes. Give me a psychology roll, anyone who is present at the table.
That would be everybody.
Yep.
D1. Android.
Give me 1 second to go.
I got a 92. That's a damn fail right there.
That's an 80.
Ooh, 51.
Oh, damn. I got 10% on psychology. Yeah, that's a total fail.
Yep.
I have a
Oh, this
65.
lady's she's just sick, you guys. She's fine.
I got an 8, and that would be a hard success. Or not hard success.
You know
but
what's happening.
You immediately notice that of course you notice the face change, but you notice also that her eye begins to twitch a little bit when you mention the rat catcher, and she suddenly becomes very short and curt with you and gets your order and brings it out to you and doesn't seem to talk.
Well, damn.
What a
Anything-
bitch.
Huh. Interesting.
Does there seem to be like any burly individuals, some strong backed people that might be willing to help out with the show?
Roll me a luck check to see.
Okay, I think I have a 55 in luck. Or
I'm recording everything at this point now.
I would like to say
57.
I'm
I do
recording
not
everything as well.
succeed out of fucking. Yeah, my luck's 55.
There's one guy that you have found so far, and he's a little scrawny and he looks like he's got scoliosis.
Oh.
You know
Stand
what?
up straight.
Hmm.
You're ruining the
Hey.
shot.
I slap him and I'm just like, hey, be nice, alright?
Well, maybe he'd be good at cleaning tables.
Yeah, he could be. He could be good. He could be a good spritzer, right? Maybe keep the place smelling nice. Hey, bud, you wanna make a couple bucks helping out, and then maybe be on TV?
Oh, really? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
We're just gonna go clean some houses up here in town, and we're gonna take care of them, throw it up, and make this town look beautiful.
Oh, okay. Where are we going? Where are we going to first?
There's this old house. It's
I
got a
immediately
couple.
pinched the back of his arm.
Okay. Yeah, it's just a town outside, or it's just a house down by the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll help out.
All right. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Now we've got a little crew here, you guys. Now we can have this guy, and we can get that. Or like people will even like us more because look at him. He's adorable.
I hold out my recorder towards him and I'm like, sir, could you state your name into the microphone?
My name is Simon.
Nice to meet you,
Simon?
Simon.
I've got a little nephew named Simon. He's an adorable one. Yeah.
I
Rather
bet
excited to have some offspring.
I feel like he and I have a lot of connection. Like we might almost be the same person.
What is that you're funny?
Oh, that's silly there.
Now you do have with you the town council that hired you to do this cleaning. They did provide you with a map to the house and a key to the rat catcher's house. So you have
got the key and
those
the map.
available.
That's perfect.
Mhm.
Alrighty, crew. We ready to go check out this house, or do we want to do some more videotaping of the town?
Is there like a square, like a nice square with a fountain, or is there anything like picturesque? You know?
There's not per se a town square or anything like that, but a lot of these buildings have that quaint old feel to them. They make for really, really nice shots, and they have that rustic feel that just gives off a great vibe for like an introduction to a show.
Yes.
Matter of fact,
so let's get a few shots in. Maybe
matter
meet
of fact,
some of the people in the town, get some good view, get some
Okay.
little interviews in there. And we run over there midday, start getting the cleaning done. All right.
real quick, Tom, give me a spot hidden check.
Rolling. That is a 36, so
That's
I
not
should
bad.
succeed.
That succeeds. It's not quite a hard success, but it does succeed. You do happen to spot what you immediately recognize as a pub.
Let's get some B-roll over there.
I just grab his ear right there and be like, "We can go afterwards, okay, bud? We got to keep you a clear head right now."
Hey,
We can make sure that that's the ending shot of the episode.
Oh
But
yeah,
you know,
we'll do the whole
there's
celebration, everything.
always big burly
Right.
guys in a bar. They could help you.
Well,
This
we've
is
already got
true.
one.
Yeah, we got a good one right here, Simon. You're great.
He kind of
Gotcha.
Simon kind of waves his arm a little bit, and then you hear a snap as one of the joints pops, and he kind of goes, "Ow!" and puts his arm back down.
He sounds
That's
great.
fine, Simon. Yeah, he's fantastic.
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, I think we've gotten our shots done for the day. Let's go over to the house and start recording this thing. Why don't you?
I would like to try and sneak off and fill my flask at the bar or at the pub.
All right, give me a let's see here. Good roll. Give me a stealth check.
Oh, I definitely don't sneak off. I like clomp my way over there.
All
Yeah.
right, buddy, let's get this. You're supposed to hold the camera, which is supposed to check.
We
This
can't
more.
We can't really do a TV show without the camera, can we?
We could make it a
I suppose we
podcast.
just-
It can be audio based.
Fine,
but then
let's
where's the
go.
visual of the house being clean?
Really good description.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can do, Peterson. All right, so as you all begin to walk out of town, you follow. It's actually a pretty decent distance walk, almost a mile out of town to the rat catcher's house.
I'm gonna see if I can record any like bird noises. I want to get bird noises.
You do actually give me a luck check for that, real quick.
Okay. Okay, that is under my luck.
All right, yeah, you do get a few good clips of some of the sound of some of the ambient light.
Nice.
And as you're walking along, you all cross this little gateway. The road itself is lined with a combination of hedges and brick walls, but there is a break in a gateway at one point. When you come across it, there is a sign above it, and off in the distance, down this little trail going from this gate, off in the distance, you can see a building.
Looks like that's the place. Wide angle shot.
Did you check the sign?
Yeah, zoom in on the sign real quick. So I'm going to take a look at it, but the camera guide to zoom in on the sign.
The sign over the gateway says public path, historic church, half mile.
Historical church. What a beautiful place. Let's just hope there's no God there right now, or else I'm gonna go.
What? Afraid you'll be struck down by lightning?
You know what, sister? Hasn't happened yet.
Then I think you'll be safe.
All right.
Do we want to get a
I
few
hope
shots
there's
down
no
at the
actual
church or no?
rats in there.
Oh, I'm sure if they are, they're all dead.
That might be worse.
Really?
Just a bunch of dead rats.
Well, then I suppose that would make them easier to clean up, wouldn't it?
I guess.
No. All right.
Depends on how they died.
Ugh. Thank you
True.
for that mental image that I didn't really need.
Again, audio description.
All right, so you have a
Alright.
choice at this point. Do you want to go visit this historical church, or do you want to continue on to your goal?
What do you guys think? Do we need to go check out a few more things before? Or do we
I
just
think it
wanna
would give
get
us
this
some
done and
excellent
over with?
B-roll footage.
It might. Some, like, before and after. Maybe we work on the church afterwards if it's a little too messy.
That could
Well,
be.
while we're here, we could get a couple shots.
Hmm.
Yeah, might as well.
Especially if we're
All right.
describing the town. That's perfect.
Yeah. All right, you curious bunch. Let's go check out the church, shall we?
All right.
Yeah.
You walk down a ways this path, and you come across this church. Just from looking at it, without any training in architecture, you can tell immediately from looking at this building that it is old, at least 1,000 years old. Very, very ancient building. But you can also see that it's still in current use. There's a small graveyard outside of it, and you can see that even the outside of this building is decorated with intricate carvings that have been worn down over years.
It's beautiful. It's old, but it's beautiful.
Does it look like there's any people around outside?
No, there are no people around at this time, but you can say that there has probably been someone here within the last few days, probably. You can see that there's a little poster board that has got a glass lock over it to display the upcoming events of the town, as well as you can see that it's just that the shrubbery and such around the church itself has been kept pretty decent.
All right. What day of the
What
week
time is it?
At this point of the day, you're looking at it's probably going to be at latest about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Do I know if the church bells are going to ring soon?
As you look at the building, you notice that there is no bell tower.
No.
The only thing that would be similar to that is a brass bell hanging next to the doorway with a small string attached to it, as if it's to call attention to the time for the church services to begin.
Hmm. How about one of you guys go over there and pull that bell, and we get a shot of the bell ringing?
I can go do it. Or Simon could.
Simon agrees, and he goes over and begins to ring the bell for the purposes of getting a nice little shot of it and to add into your B-roll.
I'm going with him. I'm recording.
Okay. As you walk up to the building, give me a... we're going to use spot hidden. Give me a spot hidden check.
Who, me?
Yes.
Okay. That is under my spot hidden.
By 1 point.
By 1.
You
Just
look
barely.
at the building, and you notice as you look over it that these are indeed very old carvings on the sides of the walls. You can see images of lyres, as in like the musical instrument, and a bow, and an arrow, and even in some cases what looks like maybe a mouse or a carving of a rat.
Okay.
He keeps describing ancient things, and it sounds like he's describing himself. Old.
Oh, God.
An ancient rat. Okay, well, I'm not good at history, so I don't know if I would know anything about this.
Okay.
I mean, you can still roll.
I can try.
Yeah, you can try.
I mean, yeah, we could all try if we wanted to. I mean, there's always a chance.
Nope.
Let's see.
Where is my history here?
I think mine's pretty good. I just got to figure it out again.
What you do notice amongst those is there's writing amongst those etchings on the wall side, and you can tell.
What language is it in?
Here's the thing: you can tell that it's Latin. However, you can also see that it's so old, it's almost it's pretty much unreadable, but it's been worn down just by years of weathering on the side of the building.
Hard success
cool.
on me. History check.
History check?
Yeah, 24 on a second.
You notice for sure that the etchings on the building, as far as the symbolism goes, you notice the lyre and the bow are symbols of Apollo.
Ah, Greco-Roman.
Yes.
Nice. Hey, get a shot of this up close, and then pan down the side.
Done.
I'm going to attempt to see if I can read the Latin.
Okay.
I don't know shit. Oh, I can try and read Latin too.
I have a little bit of Latin, but like not very much. Not enough.
Yeah, not quite.
Ah.
Not quite.
I'll try. Because I've got a 45 for Latin.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's a 10! Ooh, look at that!
Oh wow.
You look it
That's
over, and you can kind of make out the words for Apollo, and you can also kind of make out the mus, M-U-S, which is the Latin word for mouse.
Hmm.
Also,
Latin word of mouse. That's technically under my half. Read that to you, keeper. But yeah.
put it this way, I'm giving you a little bit extra there because technically you're not be able to read anything on.
Ah.
Now,
but my thing says that I can read Latin.
yeah, it's supposed to be so worn out because it's that old.
Ah. Okay. Now I understand.
There's a lot of mice and rats in this town, huh?
Probably why they still have a rat catcher.
Probably makes sense.
Now, if you want to, you can go inside the church.
Hmm.
Is the door locked to the church? We can check that real quick.
You turn the knob and it is open.
Oh. Very interesting.
Let's go in. There's always a lot of nice echoes
Can
in the
I
church.
look around really quick before we even enter in? Like, can I kind of see if there's anything weird about that?
When you, as you look around, notice that there's not actually any proper use in this building like the church. There's a few stacks of chairs on the side. So the building inside is divided into two sections: a narthex, which is the kind of open lobby area, and there's a small archway there going into the main worship hall.
Okay.
I'm
Is it
going
pretty
to
dusty?
the chapel.
Like there hasn't been a lot of people here?
It looks like it's only used on occasion, but it's not abandoned.
Okay. So
I'm going
it's
in.
Okay. You go inside right there.
Let's see. Now, one of the first things you notice as far as the interior goes after you step in is there's even more carvings and etchings along the walls. This time there's a lot of forestry symbolism, and there's vines and trees and just various carvings that they're very intricate, and the way they're woven together just gives the feel of a druidic feel to it.
But there's nobody in here.
There's no one inside, no.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to like the front of like the head of the church.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if I can like just kind of records maybe some ambient noise in there.
Okay, as you begin to walk forward into the building, give me another spot hidden check, please. Matter of fact,
Okay.
everyone give me a spot hidden check.
Okay.
That's a solid failure.
I got under half.
Oh, hard success.
Hard success.
Nice.
Ooh, I got under
Regular.
half too.
Nice.
I got 13.
Regular.
Actually, that could be under the quarter.
Okay. Oh, could
My
it be?
spot hidden. Give me a second. Yeah, that is under a quarter.
All right.
Actually, wait. I read it. Yes, it is under a quarter. Ooh.
All right, nice. Okay, so, Manda and Ellie, you both immediately notice in the archway that divides the two sections of the building, there's a lot of vines etched into it, and at the top of the archway, there is a face etched in stonework.
Huh.
Does it look like a regular person, or
It
what kind
looks
of
like
face?
a face made of leaves and vines.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now, Paul, as you look around, you begin to notice that the face like that is all over the place in these etchings and carvings. And you can even see that the stained glass window at the far side of the building behind the pulpit has that same face in the glasswork.
Well, damn. Guys, I think it'd be a good idea to kind of leave. We seem to be, there's a lot of faces around.
Matter of fact, Paul, give me a knowledge check.
Ooh. See if I'm any good at that. Knowledge.
It would be the equivalent to your intelligence.
There is.
Oh, okay. That's a 60. Okay. Let me get that. 100. 71. Nope.
So there's something kind of
I mean,
offsetting about this
actually,
place. but
wouldn't
you
it be
can't-
under my education? Because that says no.
Yeah, that would be no roll because intelligence is ideas.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I apologize. I
Which
said
then, yes,
incorrectly.
it would be underneath my intelligence or my education. Which my education is a 90.
Oh, okay, yeah. So as you're looking around at this and you're seeing these faces, you're very unsettled because you're realizing that there's very little to indicate that this is a Christian church, even though there's signs that it's supposed to be.
Well, I don't think I'm going to burn here, but probably don't want to be here either. All right, well, you guys, we should probably get out of here. This isn't, Jesus ain't here.
I thought you wanted to avoid Jesus.
That's true, but at least that guy I can talk to.
I'd love to say hi to Jesus. Are there like books around?
You do
Like-
notice some King James Bibles as well as some standard hymnals.
Okay, can I maybe pick like one of those up and flip through it?
Yes, go right ahead. As you do that, you notice that they're not necessarily old or unused, but they haven't been used in a little while. They smell a little musty, and you notice that some of the books actually have a little bit of chewing, like little rodents have been nibbling at the pages.
Okay, I'm gonna put it back.
What's Simon and Tom doing right now?
Yes, Tom, what are you doing?
I'm recording everyone walking around.
Okay,
Okay.
anything you particularly want to check out?
Being a good cameraman.
Nope. Just kind of quietly record everyone. Maybe sneak a drink from my flask.
Okay. Manda, are you doing anything?
Basically following the cameraman around, pointing out spots that I think that he needs to zoom in closer on, things I think would make a good shot.
Okay. Everyone give me a listen.
Ooh, I'm good at
decent at
those.
listening.
Watch me be really.
I am okay at listening.
I'm average at listening. Let's see how bad this roll is going to be.
That is under my score at 40.
That is
but not by much.
an average success
Yeah,
for me.
no, I don't hear anything.
Ooh! I just barely made mine. I'm a 25.
I got a 90. I hear nothing.
So as you all are around and looking at all this stuff, and you're seeing just kind of the weirdness of the way this place is built, it seems you begin to notice it's kind of in the back of your head. You hear a sound. You pretty much anywhere you turn to listen, you can hear little skittering noises.
Ooh, I think there's rats in here too, guys.
Slowly put my flask away.
I
I
am not about that.
Sound.
Can I try to follow the noise?
You try to, but it seems to be coming from everywhere.
Hmm.
Noise that's going on.
Is there any sort of like area, like maybe back, like behind the pulpit, or like a door off of that area or anything?
No, there is not.
Hmm.
And as you begin looking around, you all begin to notice the noise is beginning to get.
Do I start noticing the sound yet, or no?
Yes.
Okay.
It's now loud enough that you notice it.
What is that?
I think it's rats.
I think we should get out of here.
It's
think-
beginning to get louder.
Okay, we're leaving.
Okay.
Let's go.
Time to
Paul's
go.
getting the hell out of there.
By the time you leave the building, the skittering is almost like a dull, like just a veritable ocean of rats is running around somewhere, but you don't
But
see.
we don't see them.
You don't see any rats.
They're in the walls. They're in the walls.
Okay, maybe we should go to the house now.
That's a little disconcerting.
So you're gonna continue on to the house.
I think I'm ready to go.
What do the rest of you think? You want to continue on to the house?
I think that's the
Hell yeah, I
The
want to get to the
purpose
house.
of our appointment here.
All right. You walk a little ways and you realize that once you get back to the main road, the house is only a number of yards up ahead, kind of at the very edge of the forest.
This rat catcher's got rats. Well, Ellie, I guess it's not going to be that scary for you.
I mean, I didn't see the rats when we were at the church. I feel like if I saw a rat, it might be worse for me.
I don't know. Just hearing them kind of were a little bit worse than actually seeing them.
I'm with. Yeah, that was a little creepy.
I mean, yeah, but they didn't. I didn't get touched by a rat. Is the big thing. If I get touched by a rat, I will freak out.
Well, I think we should just go ahead and head up that direction.
Yeah, we've got a job to do, you guys. Hey, is Simon still with us, or is he?
Yes, Simon is with you.
Okay, good. Simon, how you doing over there? You
He-
feeling good?
He looks a little winded from running away because he was scared, but he gives you a thumbs up.
All right, Trooper. Let's go get that cleaning area.
All right, you head on up and you get to where the house is at. The first thing you notice immediately is that the outside of the house looks pretty nice. It looks like a house. There's nothing particularly bad. Other than it being a little bit overgrown, it looks like it had been. Actually, looks pretty decent.
All right. First things first. Let's focus on the outside, and then we'll move on to the inside. Right? Let's get a mowing up in here. Simon, do you know how to work a mower?
Yarp.
All right. Let's go find some tools that this guy may have. We brought our own cleaning supplies, right?
Yes, you have your own cleaning supplies with you.
Sound tech, make
Okay.
sure that whenever you edit that audio, that he says "yep" and not.
I can do that. I got it. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right, so
Alright.
the yard itself, there's some hedges that kind of make a barrier around it in lieu of a fence. There is a gateway in front of the front door going up to the house, and off to the side of that, step through the gateway. Off to your right, another gate leading to a side yard, and you can put a shed over there.
All right. Let's go check out that shed. See if he's got any extra tools for us. This is a gentleman that we're going to go see, right?
Yes, you know, you do know that he is not actually at this house at the time. I forgot to clarify this at the beginning. I apologize. The council that hired you to help in his house has stated that he is in the hospital, and you will be cleaning the house in his absence.
So
Hmm.
the gentleman's
Okay,
not
so
here.
we can't talk to him. Okay.
No, not yet.
Interviews. We'll get it when we get done, and we'll get his reaction of just how nice it is afterwards. All right?
Okay, can I do an interview with Simon? Can I interview him?
Yes, you can interview him.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'll
I
sit
guess if you
back and
guys,
record the interview.
yeah, if you guys go get the stuff from the shed, then I can just ask Simon a couple questions here.
All right, go ahead with who all is going to the shed?
I will be going to the shed.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and follow him to the shed. I trust the cameraman and the sound tech done.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Okay,
All right.
Simon,
Split the party.
we've done it.
Yeah, you have.
Yep. Great.
I mean, you were going to go on your lonesome, so.
Okay,
Listen.
let's see. Order one to this in. Okay. For the moment, some of y'all are going to the shed. Let's go ahead and do the interview real quick, and we'll have that done. Okay.
Okay.
What questions do you have for
I'll
Simon?
stand.
All right, so I guess I'm gonna have like Tom sort of like have Simon like up against the house and like film him there, and I'm gonna give him a little lavalier mic, and I'm gonna be like, "So Simon, what do you know, just as a resident of the town, about this house? It's been described as the rat catcher's house. Is there like truth to that? What's the story about this house?"
Yep, we've always had a rat catcher.
Okay. Are there lots of rats in town? Are all the rats in this house? Where are the rats coming from?
We've always had a rat catcher, never not had one. It's a town tradition. He catches them every day till he got hurt. Now he's in the hospital.
All right. Was the accident a rat-related accident?
He got run over by a guy on a bicycle.
So no rats in the accident?
He had a bag full of dead rats when he got run over.
All right. So sort of like dead rats everywhere.
Yeah, he finds them. He catches them. We don't know what he does with them. He just catches them.
Okay. Does the rat problem maybe have to do with the proximity to the forest? Are the rats coming from the forest?
I don't rightly know, but that might be. That sounds good.
Have you met the rat catcher? What's he like? What's his story other than rats?
He crazy.
Okay, just rat crazy or generally crazy?
Rat crazy, and he just kind of crazy.
Sounds like this entire town's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna sort of like make a little motion to Tom, just like, hand across the throat, like cut the camera. I think he doesn't really seem to have many answers other than just rats, so I think we're good here.
Well, I could have told you he didn't look like the sharpest tool in the shed.
Well, sometimes you got to give people a chance, Tom.
No, you don't.
Okay, well, I don't want to go inside.
Considering
so
that Tom is on his second chance in his career, you'd think he'd think.
You would think, but
All
maybe
right.
we should just go find the others at the shed then.
All right. At the shed, what are you looking for in the shed particularly? Anything?
Lawnmower, just keeping things, whatever. Is there like a vehicle? Let's just get an idea of like what we have on hand on top of what we have with
All
us.
right.
So,
When you open up the shed and look around, first thing you notice, there is a little lawnmower there. It's not a gas powered. It's actually a very old-fashioned manual push mower. Then you also notice that there is a shelf with a lot of really old cans, like cans, and you
Okay.
notice that there is a plethora of various devices that look like they're intended for trapping and or killing rodents and pests.
Okay then.
Oh, they weren't lying when they said rat catcher.
What do I know about these traps besides that they catch rats?
Looking at them, they look to be like over the years the various ways that people have tried to improve on the mouse trap. There's live cages, there's spring traps, there's almost like bear trap type devices. Are you actually digging through these at all? Looking at them?
Sure.
Give me
digging
a luck
through.
check.
I'm getting a little curious. Okay. My luck is 55. And of course, he picks up right then. 5! Holy shit!
Nice.
That
Nice.
is like that is a 10% right there. That is
As
less
you're
than
digging
10%.
through it, you accidentally bump one that you notice is still loaded to set off, and you move your hand out of the way just in time as a very large rat trap goes off that you certain finger had you not moved your hand in.
Damn. Well, shit. All right. Well, at least we know they work. Should we? You think maybe it might be a good idea after hearing all them rats over there? Maybe setting a few of these up. See if we can catch maybe one or two. Keep us from having to deal with them.
You know what we ought to probably do? We ought to set up a couple of these in the house and get some close-up shots of them going off.
Yeah, that would actually be really smart. I
Oh,
like the way you think there, director lady. All right, so let's go set some of these up. Let's also take out the lawnmower as well, and we'll start getting Simon to work on mowing.
Simon
The
says
grass and-
"yarp" and grabs the lawnmower and begins to.
Okay. Now we can
I'm gonna
start
have to edit
cleaning
that
up the
again, aren't I?
outside.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tom, come with me, and I'm gonna go into the house and
All right.
see if there's a good spot to set up some of these traps so we can get a little clip of one snapping shut.
All right, so you take the traps, you go up to the. You open up the front door. You immediately notice who else.
I'm following.
Yep, Tom.
I'll be going up there because I'm the face of this whole thing.
I'm
All
coming
right.
too. I gotta record things.
All right, the first
So
thing
we're
you
just gonna
immediately
leave
notice.
Simon by himself.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be. He's a
Somewhere
big
off in the distance, you hear "yarp."
He's just mowing a lawn. He'll be fine.
boy.
He's an NPC. You can just consider him a red shirt.
He's all right.
When you open the door, you notice immediately that this house doesn't look that dirty. Like, what you can immediately see, it's actually pretty nice. It's kind of old. It's pretty nice.
Well, damn. Butter my biscuits. This place is pretty nice.
Maybe it's
Why
all
are
in the basement.
Is
Maybe
there a
it's-
basement in this house?
You do know for a fact that there is no basement. There is an attic, but there is no basement.
There's an attic.
It's probably all in
There's
the
no
attic. That's where I shoved my old things.
Well, then maybe we should set up the traps
Well,
in the
but
attic.
we're here to
since this is-
clean up. Here. Let's set up a few traps here and there. Maybe let's mark where they are for us.
Mhm.
So not just so we can avoid them and we don't get hit, but maybe the rats can get them. We have some snacks for them and such. Maybe like we found different types of things in there in the shed, right? That
Mhm.
keeper.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
So
we
what
know-
you notice immediately, as far as the layout of the house, when you open it up, there's kind of a small hallway. To your right is a doorway and an opening into looks like a parlor that is in very nice condition. Might need a little dusting, but it's in good shape. To your left, the doorway goes into the dining room that is a little bit more disarray. It's got there's a bunch of paper on the table, but there's really not much there beyond that.
Well, perhaps if this turns out to be a bust on cleaning, perhaps we could attempt some sort of remodel.
Okay.
Or
Maybe
maybe we
remodel.
can just get this done quickly.
Oh, Tom, I know that you want to get it done, so you can go sip on the devil's liquor, but
Did you say the devil's liqueur?
the devil's liquid.
That could mean so many things.
Ginger's bar and
Hmm.
grill. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear.
Oh, God.
Terrible.
Now, I thought we were going to have some fun afterwards. Winky, winky.
Okay, so do you all want to stay in the same room, move around the house together, or do you
Let's
want
move
to?
around the house together as a group so we all know where everything is and we got everything together and we can discuss kind of how everything's going to go, you know?
I
Because
gotta
it seems like we're...
kind of stay at the back to record everybody.
Real quick, is there a place where I can actually give you a layout map of the house?
Ooh.
Just drop it
Okay.
into general.
All right, doing that now.
Alrighty. Take a look at this, everybody. General check. Alright.
The lever upload.
Oh,
There
God.
it is.
Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay, so we came in.
So we're in the hallway right now?
Yes, you're in the hallway. That's marked number 1 right now.
1. Okay.
Alright. Well, I think so. We could go check out the courtyard. That seems like a vegetable patch might be a good area to go catch some rats.
Oh, probably. The compost area, there's got to be some rats in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh yeah. And then maybe a few around the back garden.
I mean, I definitely want to
let's
make
set
sure
up
there's no mess in the attic.
Every area that has a window, every room that has a window, we should set a trap up in there. Get a good one in the hallway, a good one. Yeah, so just every room has it. 6 and 8 is indoor bathroom, and then the pantry. I'll go check out the bathroom, see if there's some cleaning, see if there's good chemicals there. Maybe that we can use to knock out some heavy duty stuff if we need to.
All right. And I'll go check out the attic and see if there's anything worth shooting up there.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to go with Manda.
Okay. And Paul, where did you say you're going again? I'm sorry?
I'm going to go to room number 6, the indoor bathroom.
Okay. You go to check it. It's in okay shape. I mean, it's not the most up-to-date bathroom ever, but it's in okay shape.
Okay. Can I check the cabinets and such to see what kind of things this guy may have?
Okay, you open it up. There's not much there. There's a disturbing lack of any toothbrushes. There's a couple of old medicine bottles, some aspirin.
What
stuff
kind
like
of medicine is there? It's aspirin?
Yeah, aspirin. Just your standard over-the-counter stuff that you'd expect.
Damn, this guy must take good care of himself. He doesn't need take anything that is for the upkeep, you know?
All right. And Tom, who are you following?
Then I'll go.
Or are you taking other shots?
Tom was following up to the attic, taking shots going into the attic.
Okay.
Well, then I'll go follow them up into the attic as well. Why not?
Okay. All right. Did you leave a trap in the bathroom, I'm guessing?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay. Where all have y'all put a trap so far?
I put a trap behind the back toilet, or behind the toilet. So, it's not for anybody else, but, unless the toilet seat breaks, whatever.
Before we go to Before we go into the attic, can I poke my head in the kitchen?
Okay.
And check that out?
Yep, you look into the kitchen and you can immediately tell this is the most outdated room in the house. A very old gas burner stove, a very old icebox style refrigerator. You could even see kind of off tucked into one corner there's like an old-fashioned boiler instead of a central heating system. You can also see the back door to the house, and you can see the window and the woods beyond through the window in the back of the kitchen.
Oh shit, the woods are right there, isn't it?
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna leave a trap behind the icebox refrigerator, and then I'm also gonna look in the pantry, maybe leave one in there.
Okay, yeah. When you open the pantry, you do notice that there is a loaf of bread sitting there that's gotten a little moldy, and other than that, there's a lot of canned goods in it.
Okay, I'm gonna put the trap right next to the bread. Maybe some rats want some bread.
Okay, all right.
And then I'll go back out into the hallway where the attic is.
All right. Okay, so you are all headed over to the attic. Who's opening it?
I'll go ahead and open.
All right, give me a dodge roll.
Oh, wonderful.
God.
One of my worst stats. I regret this.
Is this like a normal thing in Call of Cthulhu? Because this is what happened with my last game when we opened the attic.
Okay, let's see. Dodge roll. I managed to save.
Hey!
Nice.
You pull the string to let down the attic door, and the ladder comes just flopping out like a fish flying around out of water. Just smacks down. You jump out of the way just in time before it lands smack on you.
I should have known about that.
Yeah.
That was cool. I'm gonna go ahead and
Well,
try to check to see if
But no
it's.
cigar.
All right. You rattle the ladder a little bit, and it feels pretty sturdy. It's just that the springs and stuff that keep it in place over the years.
Nice.
Can I listen to see if I hear anything up in the attic at all?
Yeah, go ahead and
Maybe
give me a
some,
listen check.
Okay. I'll do that. Where's my listen here? Listen is 25. Okay. So I'll probably not make this, but whatever.
Can I also do a listen check?
Yes, go right ahead. Anyone that wants to do a listen check.
72.
Go ahead.
72. I do not make it.
Ugh, my listen is so good and I still don't make it.
It sounds beautiful up there.
Hey, I made it.
Oh shit!
I really
Wow.
You
made
made
it.
it real good.
Damn!
I did not make it.
All right, so Tom, you notice as everyone's walking around, you begin to hear that skittering noise again.
You hear that?
No,
No.
I didn't.
Now, once Tom has called attention to it and you begin to listen a little bit, you do notice it as well. It's no near as profound as it was at the church, but you do just hear that kind of backdrop skittering noise of mice and rats moving about.
Like in the attic or around us?
It kind of mostly seems to be coming from the attic, but if you kind of turn your head about a little bit, you can sort of hear it come from other rooms.
All right, well, we're definitely going to set a trap in every single room now. And let's get a few up in the attic, shall we?
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Who's going to go up into the attic to set the traps?
I'll go.
Okay.
I want a shot of the attic too, so I'll go.
All right, so you both go up into the attic.
I'm gonna like put my head up there, but I'm gonna stay on the ladder.
Okay. Observations of looking in the attic. It's not the worst you've ever seen. It's about like an attic about the way you would expect. It's a little dusty. There's some boxes here and there, but it's definitely not the worst you've ever seen.
I feel slightly disappointed as I begin to set some of the traps.
Okay. And Tom, you're moving up there as well, getting some shots of just boxes.
Yes, I'll get some shots of her setting up the traps, but I too am disappointed there wasn't anything cool.
Okay. Both of you give me dexterity.
Oh, wonderful.
Mm.
Here we go.
This is why I stayed on the ladder.
Well, somebody had to go up there, otherwise we wouldn't be able to move the plot.
I failed.
I mean, you don't have to go up there.
Who needs a plot?
I made a check. In fact, it's a hard success. It's a 21 against a 60.
All right.
Nice.
The one thing about the attic is that there's no actual force to it. It's just the banister.
Yeah.
And such. So you move across it very easily. Tom, not so much.
He's been drinking all day. How do you think he's supposed to be able to balance on those banister rails?
Tom, as you move about the attic, you misstep at the actual support beam, and your foot goes through the floor out of the ceiling work, and you have just put a big old hole in the ceiling.
Well,
Hey,
looks like
I got something to clean up.
Oh, God. Well, Billy.
Looking down through the hole, the where your foot through it, the drywall working actually fell through right above the dining room and all of those stacks of paper that were on the dining room table.
Well, damn. There's a stack of papers on the dining room table?
Yes, I described that a little bit ago.
I wonder what those say.
Can I go check those out there?
Okay, yeah.
Can you help me get my foot out first?
Ah, you did that to
Uh.
yourself, you fucker.
Matter of
Yeah,
fact,
all right,
what the way it plays out, Paul happens to be walking into the dining room, and all of a sudden, a appears from the ceiling.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, damn. Ah. Yeah, little stinker. All
Hi,
right.
Paul.
So I'm gonna help that guy up.
Manda, you gonna help Tom stand up?
Yes.
All right, give me a strength check to brace him and give him support as he stands up.
All right. Let's see how this goes. Watch, I'm going to end up dropping you off this roof.
As I fall completely through the ceiling.
Strength. All right. Let's do it. Oh, no!
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh God! Well, goodbye to them papers. I am, so you know, Keeper, I am keeping my distance away from him until Tom
Damn
gets
it.
out.
Paul,
Just so you know.
as you kind of look at this foot sticking out of the ceiling and go, huh? All of a sudden, see, it shifts around a little bit, and you hear Amanda go, "Oh shit!" And all of a sudden, Tom, full body, falls through the ceiling, smack onto the table,
Oh.
and you're going to take.
Oh no. We're already taking damage.
You
Mm.
take 2 points of damage as you hit the table. So nothing
Well-
serious. You're going to be stiff and bruised in the morning, but nothing severe.
Alright, I'm gonna freaking see in that. I am going to do some medicine checks on him.
Sorry.
Well, actually, I'm
Tom?
not very good at medicine.
Ah! Oh!
Oh,
Oh.
give me Tom, give me a luck check.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Did we break the camera?
Did we break the table?
Did we break the camera on the table?
Actually, wait, I can do a first aid on him.
That is a successful luck check. You did not break the camera.
Ooh!
My
I am
okay.
gonna do a first aid check on them real quick, okay? Oh! Ah, shit! Don't tell me I just barely missed that. Yep, I barely missed it. Damn it, I got 36. I have a 30.
Okay, yeah, you know that, yup, he fell through a ceiling. That must have hurt.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that he was okay.
Okay.
Fix him up if he needed to, but... Like, well, damn, I don't see anything hurting right now.
Okay, so
I
at this
kind of
point,
look at him and say, "You idiot." Stand up and crack all the bones in my body.
Ooh.
you stand up sounding like a bowl of snap, crackle, pop.
Rice Krispies,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah, that's
A bowl of Snap Crackle Pop.
I couldn't remember the word, okay?
I mean, this is the one who called mascots furries. What's it?
It's the same thing.
It pretty much is. Okay, so now you have this situation to where you set the rat traps all over the house. Tom has fallen to the ceiling, so you're going to have to fix that. He's scattered the paperwork that was on the table everywhere. The table surprisingly did not break.
Quality table.
You know, if there's anything that old people made good, it was woodworking, right?
This is true.
Yeah. Can I look and see if I can maybe fix the roof or the ceiling? I don't know.
Yeah, you know,
I'm not,
it's going to take a couple of days of a bit of patchwork
Okay.
and some drywall spread and whatnot, but
Okay, so that's not going to be a thing that I can do today.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go and get some stuff.
I've descended from the attic at this point, and I'm gonna see if I can collect up all the papers that went everywhere.
all right. Are you going to be looking over them at all?
Yeah, I'll look at them.
Okay. As you look at them, you notice that there's a lot of it's newspaper clippings mostly, and magazine clippings, and they all seem to be stuff about rats and mice and gerbils and other rodents. but you also notice occasionally here and there stuff about the Green Man.
Hmm.
Okay.
What do
Are
I
there
know
any?
about the Green Man?
Is there any imagery on there? Like, does it remind me of the faith in the church, or?
Oh,
You,
she's the
as
one.
you as you look through it, you do notice one that does that. There's a couple of pictures here and there that do look like those carved images in the church. And the article itself about the history of the Green Man, which is a architectural phenomenon that is seen all over England and other parts of Europe, where this face made of leaves and vines is often etched into the woodwork or into the stonework, and sometimes the woodwork as well.
Okay. Have I seen any evidence of it in this house?
Give me a spot hidden check.
Okay. No.
No. Okay, yeah. You don't
Can
notice it.
I?
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, I would probably have
One
taken
second.
all the papers to Paul and be like showing him all the stuff.
I am one of the more educated. 35, I believe that is a success.
Yes, that it's not
Spot
quite a
hidden.
hard, but it is a success.
Yes, it is.
What are we doing?
You happen to notice that there is a picture hanging in the dining room that is a painting of the Green Man face.
What do I know about the Green Man?
Okay, let's see. Do you have any history skill?
I think I might actually.
Or you know what?
History.
I'll let you pull it on your education to see if by chance you might have studied it in school.
Okay. Everybody cross their fingers that I don't roll 99.
Or
That's a
100.
success, and that's a hard success.
Okay, what you know of the Green Man, aside from it being a architectural phenomenon, you know that it is believed to be some sort of godlike entity of religions that were prevalent throughout Europe. No one has any definite ideas, but is believed to be a force spirit of some kind that the people either worship out of fear or belief of some possible bounty of life.
Green giant.
All right.
Now, as far as your options of the house, you have explored it pretty thoroughly. The only things you haven't really checked out yet are the back garden or anything around it.
Guess we need to go outside.
To the back garden.
Yes.
Okay, I just want to say this, since we do have the rats and everything like that, maybe we bleach this place pretty good. We don't know really what diseases might be here. You know, let's
I'm
get
just
this
tired
place
to
nice
hold a
and-
camera.
So you go out in the back garden. It's about like the front yard. It's a little bit over, but nothing seriously bad. There is a back gate in the hedgeways around the house. You notice a stone walkway with a set of stones every about 2 feet going off into the forest behind the house. Simon is back there. He's moved around to the backyard at this point, and he's just pushing his little mower along, just clip, 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 clip.
We need to give that boy a raise. What are we paying him?
So far, you're not paying him anything on me, I think.
Well, shit. What a trooper, right? I might just adopt him.
Can I go through the stone like gate thing in the back hedge wall, and can I go like a couple steps down and like just sort of do some ambient recordings down there too?
Yes, You, matter of fact, you do that. You step down a little bit down the wall, the edge of the forest. There's a little bit of ambient noise coming. There's nowhere near as many birds as you thought there would be. But give me a spot hidden check, please.
Okay. Ooh, that is a hard success.
You notice two things right off the bat. One, there doesn't seem to be any evidence of the wind blowing as far as sound-wise goes, but the trees tend to sort of twitch and move a little bit on their own as if there was a breeze blowing.
Okay. I'm gonna call Tom over to film these trees.
Okay.
What do you want now?
Look at the trees. There's no wind. I lick my finger and do the hold it in the air thing.
Okay.
There's no wind around, but the trees are moving. So just maybe film them silhouetted against the sky or something like that.
That's kind of creepy.
Listen, I'm not Manda. I don't have all the good directing stuff, but just it's something to film.
Manda, what are you doing right now?
Probably just walking around the backyard trying to see in my head where the next good shot would be.
Okay. Where do you think that next good shot would be?
Probably on the tree line.
Tree line? Okay. Do you want to go check out the stall? Say in the backyard? How you want to do it?
Probably go into the forest and see if perhaps maybe we could get a shot from inside the forest towards the house.
Okay.
Is there, Paul's kind of low. Is there a way to get on top of the roof? I kind of want to see, the rolling trees. See how that
Okay.
looks.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
find a
wanna see if
ladder that you can crawl up on the roof.
Okay. I do that. Can I, see off from the trees? Do I hear, the wind blowing, the trees moving around and such like
Okay.
that? Is that?
Were you? Did you notice? Did you hear Ellie's conversation at all?
Kind of. Yeah.
Kind of. You weren't really.
I have a good. Huh?
Kind of like you heard it, but you weren't really paying attention, type of thing.
Yeah, which kind of
Okay,
gave
yeah.
me the idea.
Go ahead and give me the spot hidden check.
Okay. Spot hidden. I keep having to look back. 65. $20. That's a hard success.
Yes, you also immediately take notice of the fact that there is no wind, but the tree branches and stuff are moving around as if there was a wind blowing.
With my past knowledge of the Green Man, is this something that connects it with it?
To your knowledge, no.
It's just, this is a little strange kind of natural phenomenon.
Yes, this is
that's going
something very strange going on.
on. All right. Interesting. Well, Paul's kind of just wanting to start getting cleaning on the house and getting this shit done as quick as possible, you know?
All right. We'll get to that. Amanda, you walk into the forest ways, just not very far, but ways. And immediately, first thing you notice, being amongst the trees, you notice the twitching, shaking as if blowing with the wind. And you look about the forest and you realize that strung everywhere are string branches, and hanging from them everywhere are dead mice and rats hanging by their tails, tied off strings, and the bone bodies. Give me a sanity check.
Shit.
I don't like it. No.
Did Manda go farther into the forest than where me and Tom are?
Yes, based on your description, I assume that y'all were stopping at the end.
Shit, wait. Are the trees moving because there's rats in there hanging and they're currently dying?
Oh.
Okay,
That's a critical success! Holy shit!
Yeah.
You only lose 1 point of sanity.
Okay.
Oh,
and you
what?
Scream. Everyone that didn't follow Amanda into the forest just hears her hear a blood-curdling scream. coming up
Ooh.
out of those woods.
I'm running towards her.
All right.
As
Wait,
You
am I.
run
still
in.
taking?
Do what?
Is it you still take sanity damage even if you pass?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh
Ooh.
fuck!
Now, okay, Ellie, as you run in, you also see this site before you, all these dead rodents everywhere. Give me a sanity check again on that one as well.
Okay. Okay.
Oh fuck!
Really bad.
I think that's gonna be a worse reaction than me.
I die immediately.
All right, let me set this up. You take 2 points of sanity loss. Thankfully,
Okay.
it's a low check. You do scream for just a second, and you faint.
Oh,
Oh
beautiful.
no!
Tom,
You're
go
not
get
allowed
him,
to
you
do that.
drunk
No, no, no.
ass.
Do what?
I said, Tom, go get him, you drunk ass. I'm talking to Simon.
I said I was following her in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you did? Okay, yeah, go ahead, give me a sanity check as yourself.
We're all gonna pass out in the woods, and it's
Oh,
gonna be
that's
game
a-
over.
Oh
Unfair.
shit!
Oh no. We're both just passed out right next to each other. Great.
Fucking
Good times.
Tom, you lose 3 points of sanity at this site. You turn to run back out of the woods at this wretched, awful sight, and you hit a tree branch right in your face, and you fall flat on your back.
Ouch.
At this point, have I calmed myself down sufficiently enough?
You trying to calm down? You're just trying to get the hell out.
Like, well, they're on the ground. My cameraman and my sound. There's no show without camera and sound.
Yes, you have collected yourself just enough, and I guess you're going to be like over them, like, wake up.
Wake up. Get up.
All right, Ellie, you are revived to the sight of Manda is like slapping you in the face, like, wake up.
Okay, I'm getting up. What happened? Why are these rats here? What's happening?
You realize that you're laying in a pile of dead rats.
Oh,
I
God.
freak out.
Back to the house, please.
I'm
Tom,
sprinting.
You are also awoken by Manda, and you also realize you're laying in a pile of dead rats.
I just
Well?
stand up and I drain my flask.
Oh shit!
Damn rats.
Constitution check.
That is an option.
All right, so you all leave the forest then?
Yes.
Yes,
quickly.
absolutely.
He's probably using it as fertilizers for the tree, you know. And it's
All right.
weird Christmas decorations, right?
No.
All right, so you all go back up to the house. Paul, what are you doing at the immediate moment?
I'm talking to Simon
All right.
and wondering why people are screaming
You
and
see
explaining
your-
him
you
like how
see-
we're gonna clean the house and what we're gonna do. Basically, I'm having a little meeting with him.
You see the rest of the crew coming up, running up to you. They all seem to be a little bit wide-eyed and panting a little bit hard.
You guys
Ellie
have
is,
fun
like-
in the creepy forest?
Ellie's like brushing herself off, like trying to make sure there's no rats on her.
There were strung up rats. All
I
through
fell in a
the
pile
woods.
of rats. There were piles of them on the ground dead. I touched a dead rat. The dead rat touched me.
That's sad. That's I thought we made an agreement not to go into the fucking forest.
I wanted to see if
Like,
there was a
first
good
thing
shot.
that
There
we
was
did
not.
here.
There was not.
First thing that we did here. All right, we said that we weren't gonna go into the forest. That's why when you guys screamed, I'm like, oh, you're just dealing with your own fucking curiosity. It's not my problem. All right, fucking amateurs, motherfucker.
Tom,
Paul's like
Paul?
pissed.
as they're telling you this, you remember something, and you pull out your contract with the city council, and you review it real quick, and you realize that it does specify you're to clean the house and the immediate forest area thereof.
Well,
Does that mean we have to go back in?
Yep.
go
No.
reading this that contract and like, God damn it! Now read the freaking fine print.
So it wasn't the inside
Well,
of the house. It was the outside.
I could probably make something that helps to decompose the rats. It won't be very good. Well, it could be decent for the tree. Can I make like a chemical check to see if I could like maybe mix something up that helps to get rid, like maybe an acidic thing?
Give me a chemistry check.
Okay. I've been wanting to use this the entire game.
You had the opportunity earlier in the shed when those cans.
With what?
The cans of chemicals that were in the shed earlier.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, there was, aside from the traps and the big
Okay.
shelf.
All right. It's 70 that I have to roll under. 59. Hell yeah.
You begin to think about it, and you realize that you can you'd be able to mix up a lye solution and probably get them cleared out. It would dissolve into the ground a little bit more lies, and it would have minimal negative impact on the forest itself.
All right. Well, then let's go take care of that. Maybe I could just so we don't have to run into it, maybe make a gas of it and throw it in there since there's no wind. It'll just kind of spread about and it won't get pushed around.
As you think about it, you're realizing that you haven't looked at the rats yet, have you? You haven't gone in there, have you?
No, I haven't. I'm just kind of working off of what they've told me.
Okay, it's a bunch of rats. Like
Well,
you're gonna need like enough materials to make like several 5-gallon buckets full of this stuff if you're gonna.
Do we have enough materials for that?
Give me a luck check.
Okay. I'm just wanting to get these fucking this rat problem taken care of. Oh yeah, it's 55. That's what we. More space. 76. We do not. Damn it.
You do not have enough material to.
Was there a place in town that I could maybe get it? Because if I don't have enough, then I need to go buy some.
You're not sure. You could go back to town and find out, but don't know for sure place in town to get.
You know what? We'll hold off on the forest. We'll take care of the house first. Because I ain't got the materials to take care of all that. And there's no point in even tackling it yet until we got it. Right, team? And
I don't even know why we have to clean the forest.
We gotta finish the contract. Yeah, we're shooting a show and everything like that, but we got a reputation to uphold. We take care of this shit. What's the name of this show, by the way?
Man and Mess.
Or Man versus Mess.
So yeah, Man
versus
Mess. And clean up the mess.
We are the man.
You are the man.
No, we are the man. We are man. We are human.
Notice he's gone from the face of the show to We Are the Man.
But I don't want to be the man, so I'm going to stick it to the man, and the man can take his happy ass outside and clean up the rats. Like the show pretends.
When we get the chemicals together, I'll go freaking take care of it. It'll be easy. I won't even have to look at the damn thing. Alright? Or I'll barely have to. And it'll be pretty cool because it'll just dissolve and shit. It won't even be my problem.
Is that how it works?
I'm gonna have a little light, like upturned, like lip, just in disgust.
Yeah.
Like, ugh.
Now, I'm gonna go bleach this house down. Alright, get rid of all nastiness because even though it's clean, it still needs to get that deep clean. So let's get that done and over with. We'll get everything done in the house.
Alright, yeah. So you go in the house, you do a very good job of getting it cleaned up. Like a good deep
we'll
clean.
stay away from the kitchen. We don't want to take any shots of that mess. We'll go back to town, get some supplies for that, and take care of it later.
Well, and then of course you're going to have to get the supplies to patch the ceiling.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Going back, getting supplies, and we'll have to do a 2-day shooting. All right.
All right. So you at the end of the day, you get to where you're pretty much done cleaning everything. And
I
you're all
want
getting,
it. Basically, I am so like disgusted with how like the rats are and everything. I'm
Uh-huh.
literally caking this bitch in like bleach. It's a little hard to breathe.
Un-
Like we are having to wear masks.
understandable. Understandable.
Okay.
You do all of that. You're getting closer to the end of the day and done with this first day of shooting. The house itself is pretty much done, and you're packed up and get ready to get back and head back to your vehicle at the other end of the village. When all of the rat traps that you set up all over the house, you hear them simultaneously off. Just a loud snap reverberates the house.
Well,
That doesn't sound
do you
good.
guys want to go check out the rats, or do we want to hold those off until later, and then I can use them as test subjects?
I think we need to just get gone for the night. Look, they're obviously not hurting anymore. So.
Oh yeah, those will snap your neck right to the damn bone. You ain't got no feeling no more.
I mean, they'll definitely be there in the morning, so.
Well, hopefully. If not, then.
Then we have some issues.
Yeah. And we really got to talk about the city about what the fuck's going on over here.
All right, so you head back into the village of Muscovy. There's
Tom, we can go get some drinks now if you want.
Please drink.
Yes, please.
Yes.
All right, you get back into the
Yeah.
village. I'm guessing you're making a beeline for at this point.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
it's quitting time. It's time to go drink and have ourselves a little bit of fun. We did a good job today, team.
You get back into town. You go make a beeline for the pub. You get there, and the pub is still closed.
What?
What
What
the
time is it?
hell?
You look down at it. You look over it. It just say business is closed until notice. And another sign over it is the bronze licensee plaque over it. It says the Rat Catcher's Arms Pub, Esquire,
Oh.
Fletcher.
Wait, Esquire.
Yes, the British term for basically the property owner.
Does it look like the town has changed at all?
No, it hasn't changed much. It's still pretty empty. Like I said, this is a kind of a dying town. There's not many people, not many residents left.
Why would you close right when it's getting to nighttime? That's when
It sounds-
people really
I
start
mean,
drinking.
they need this pub. As dreary as this place is.
As you
Well,
look,
why is it named after the rat catcher, too? Why is everything about the rat catcher in this town?
now that you've brought that point up, give me. You have some Latin skill, don't you,
Who?
I do.
Ellie?
Paul
You
does.
have some. You have some.
I do. Yes.
Give me that Latin check roll.
Okay. It's not a lot,
Okay.
and not enough for that.
Matter of fact, we do roll twice. We're going to do the equivalent of an advantage roll. So roll twice and take the better score.
Okay.
Can I?
This one,
26.
it's still not great. My Latin's only 10, so.
Okay.
My Latin's 45.
Yeah, you can try to. Matter of fact, as Ellie stated there, going, why is everything here got to do with a mouse or a rat? That brings an idea to your mind as well, and you go ahead and do your Latin check. That
98.
Not,
That's a critical fucking fail.
go ahead and do the advantage roll as well for your.
Okay. Like that's a damn fail right there.
Damn shame.
I think that actually passes. Nope, barely doesn't. 45 is my Latin.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Individually, you each would have failed, but you put your minds together and on it, and you realize that yes, as you there's the Latin, which mus, which is the Latin word for mouse, and this town that you're in is called Muscovy.
It's called Mouscovia.
No, Muscovy. Muscoby. Muscovy.
Scovy. Okay.
So, basically, we have just come to an entire, like, rat-themed town.
Pretty much.
You know what's
Good.
funny?
It's
You know what's funny?
Disneyland.
Yes, Disneyland.
Disneyland, but worse. so much worse.
It's Disneyland, but broken.
You have been spending the day in the worst Disneyland ever.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
Uh,
And we've only been on one ride, you guys, the dead rat one.
Yeah, no. We had
That's the only ride they
had.
have.
Tower of Terror had about a drop from the ceiling to the floor.
Sorry.
They have Tower of Terror and they have Dead Rat, and that's it.
Now, as you look around the town, you notice that even though the pub is closed, it does seem that Miss Lucy's tea shop is still open. You see a light on now.
Tea. Perhaps there's something that we can mix tea. Tom, you have anything left in that canister?
He's probably got another one.
No.
Damn. Well,
Or your other option is to go back to the town of Apple, which is where you stayed at the night before you came here.
You know what? Let's go back to the town where we got our hotel at.
perfect.
Time to sleep.
Maybe we can ask them some questions at their bar.
All right. You get back to Apple, which is, again, that's the town that you stayed at the night before. And you do notice that there is another tavern not too far from a hotel called the Golden Ram.
Good. Let's go there.
Is that like Latin-based, the Golden Ram?
No, it's just the Golden Ram.
Okay.
It's just of everything now. Everything's Latin.
Everything's Latin. Everybody roll Latin.
You walk in, and it's pretty. There's a pretty decent little crowd in there. There's several people sitting around. There's a guy probably in his early 40s working behind the bar. Matter of fact, as you walk up to the building, I should have said that first. Does anybody take a look at the signage or anything on the outside of the building?
I will.
Okay. You do notice that the licensee plaque on this one also has the name George as the owner of the business. Same name that was on the rat catchers back in Muskogee.
Ah. That's interesting, don't you think, guys?
Yeah.
It's like
Why
just
does he
moved
have
out
this
of that
one
town to
open
this
and not
town.
the other one?
Maybe there's a franchise failure.
Maybe.
Maybe it got rats.
Question: when Tom saw the bar earlier, was it open at that time?
It was not.
Okay. Okay.
He never even got close enough to really even look at it.
Let's go talk to the bartender, shall we? Now we're getting into D&D. Let's go get a quest, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. The man behind the bar seems to be a pretty level-headed guy. Like I said, he's probably in his early to mid 40s. Got a goatee, a little bit of a long hair pulled back in a ponytail, and he seems like a pretty straightforward guy.
Fill this and get me another stiff drink. And I set my flask on the counter.
He looks you up and down, kind of rude of you, but okay. And he begins to he drops you a pint and he goes to fill your flask.
Sorry, it's just all the rats today have kind of got me a little off.
He turns, looks at you, says, "Rats? Excuse me, what rats?"
Excuse me, you handsome gentleman. Can I get a mimosa over here?
The hell is a mimosa?
Delicious is what the hell it is.
Here's what I got for you. And he sets down a pint.
You know what? This'll do.
Do you have any wine?
And he goes, "Of course, ma'am. What type would you prefer?"
Anything really. I need something. Just give me what you got.
Red wine.
He gives you a knowing nod. Goes behind the bar for a second and then hands you a large wine glass that is very
amazing.
Red or a white?
Freaking
it's
Paul
a red.
looks at that and just like, oh! Fine. And then he starts sipping his beer.
He looks back over to you, Tom, and goes, "What do you mean you were dealing with a bunch of rats?"
Well, we were kind of in the town over, supposed to be cleaning, and there are rats everywhere.
Muskogee.
You were over at old Gertine's house, weren't you?
Is that what
the
it's
name
called?
of the old guy?
Yeah, that's the name of the old guy.
Yeah.
We were in the rat house.
Said no good spending any time in that town. Better cut your losses and leave while you can.
All right, it's the end of the quest, you guys. This is where we stop. No, we're trying to shoot a TV or a show there and give it a little bit of recognition. Seems a little creepy, but that seems like what people would like, right? A little creepy,
If you know what's good for you, you won't be spending any more time in that town. Nothing good in Muscovy.
Kind of get that feeling.
This man.
Then from somewhere in the back part of the bar, you hear say, "Who's been spending time in Muscovy?" And you look and you turn and see there's an old man there. He's got a big white beard and a flat cap on. He's smoking a pipe, blatantly in ignorance of the smoking ban within indoor establishments.
We are Moby Dick. What the fuck you want?
God damn.
This is why I love playing with Dono.
I start recording again.
At this
The old
point,
man
so
says,
do I.
"Well, one thing, that town ain't worth anything, but if you want to know anything about it, I'll tell you whatever you want for the price of a pint."
All right, I'll freaking throw that pint. I'll give him mine.
Throw it at him.
All right. The bartender with a knowing look.
You know, I like the silver foxes, right?
The bartender with a knowing look draws up a pint and says, "Here, Dad," and hands it to the old man.
Oh,
And
shit!
goes off somewhere.
Oh no.
You're hitting on his dad in front of him.
The worst.
The old man takes the pint and says, "Thank you, son." As you all sit around the table with this old guy, he goes, "I be old George Fletcher, son, young George over there."
His name is Young George.
It's not George Jr., it's young George.
Yes.
Okay. Clarifying.
So his name is Young.
No. His name is George Fletcher, as like his father, but everyone calls him Young George.
Okay, so it's a nickname, not his official name.
Yes, I'm
So
sorry.
old
Yes.
George.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, old George, what can you tell us?
George takes a long drink of his pint. He looks back and forth at all of you with a strange kind of look in his eye, and he begins to recite a rhyme at you.
Nice.
And matter of fact, if you will go to general, because I cannot quote this one without doing it justice properly.
Okay. Ugh.
But I will give it a try, but I'll also leave it there for you to see it. But he begins to recite to you, scratch, see the rat. Bright eyes and twitching tail. Scratch, chase the rat, cross hill and stream and dale. Scratch, catch the rat, hang him by his tail. Scratch, good old rat, their appetites curtail. Scratch, no more rats, the children all shall wail. Scratch, the woods come back, falling veil.
Well, we did see. Well, I didn't, but my companions tell me that they saw some rats hanging by their tail in the forest there behind the house.
Yeah, can confirm that was there.
That was old Gertine's job. He was the rat catcher.
And he strung them up in the trees?
Yes.
Why?
From the
Feed them
sounds
to the
of it,
forest. Let the forest have them.
from the sound of
The
it, he
forest
wasn't
eats
doing
rats. Well,
good
I know
job.
about decomposition and such.
Are they just decomposing, or
Say again.
are they just
Does that mean-
decomposing then?
That's what he always did with them. Was he fought the old traditional ways of disposing of the rats? Give them back to the forest. But if you ask me, that town's just no good. We lived there for many, many generations until now. But there's something wrong there. We've moved out here and we're...
Are there rats everywhere else?
Not any more than you'd normally expect to find, I suppose.
Okay.
But I will tell you this much. Don't bother going back to Muscovy. Ain't nothing can help it now. There's no points to anyone going back. Woods will be waking and there's no place for the likes of anyone like you and me there. And he takes another long sip of the pint and goes back to just repeatedly reciting that poem again and again.
Did he say the woods will be waking?
He did.
Okay.
Yeah, look.
Well, it sounds like we got a ghost story on our hands there, everybody. You think maybe this could make good TV?
Well,
I mean, if we switch up our program description.
Cleaning haunted houses, huh?
change the filter mechanics on the camera, make it look like a cell phone recording.
Found footage, nice.
Anything else you'd like to do before you go to bed for to start the next day?
Ask about some chemical sellers.
Yes, you do find a door. It's about to close down. They said
Okay,
they can't fill the order tonight, but they'll have it set up for you ready to pick up in the morning when you're ready to head out.
Okay, perfect, awesome. And I'll pay him now. I don't know.
Okay.
If I can pay.
Yep.
I imagine that we probably have like
a
budget that we're just
Yeah.
all pulling from.
Yeah. You
Okay.
got that. You got that. Ain't nothing to worry about there.
Do we have everything we need to fix the roof, or do we need to go somewhere and get that?
I would assume that while Paul is at the store arranging to get the chemicals for that he needs, he can also arrange that, which is not a problem.
Okay.
All right, so you go to sleep for the night. Everyone give me a power check. That would be POW at the very top of your page with your characteristics.
That's a hard success. That's a small little number next to the big number.
A power check?
Yep, it would be POW at the top of your character sheet.
All right, mine is also a...
Mine's a fail by 10 points.
Mine's a fail.
All right. Manda and Paul, you don't sleep quite as well as you kind of hoped you would. Your dreams are haunted with the sounds of skittering and flashes of little furry bodies running around. And even once in a while, you see the green man's face staring at you. Bright eyes. So intense. It just wakes you up every time you see it.
Well, damn. Never had a man look at me so deeply. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I need somebody
He knows my soul.
The next day, you get up, you all head back to Muscovy. You get out to the house, getting ready to clean up the forest and the rats. Everyone, give me a spot hidden check as you head out to the backyard. Look at the forest.
All right.
That's a success.
Nope.
Not. That is a fail for me.
That, I believe, is a success for me, actually. Yep, that's a success. Not a critical success, but yeah.
All right. So, Tom and Paul, you immediately notice something. Whereas there was about 20 feet from the gate that actually into the forest itself, there's now only about 10 feet separating the back gate and the forest line. And it's not like there's new plants that have grown up. It's just that it's like the has moved 10 feet last night.
I picked up the chemicals, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, you got everything.
Does that path look a little bit shorter to anyone?
Now that he pointed it out, do I miss it?
You do.
After hearing the story last night, and the thought of all the traps going off, were we supposed to hang the rats?
Should we go check the rat traps?
Sure, let's go check the rat traps. And let's
Yeah,
do
we
it all
can-
together, shall we?
Yeah, we go all
Yes.
around.
All right. You go into the house and you start checking where you set up these rat traps, and you go around to every trap you set, and you notice the same thing in each place. At every trap, a vine has popped up through, like broken through the foundation, stuck into the rat that was in the trap, and it seems to have been drained by, where it's just nothing but a crumbling, dusty corpse.
Gross.
I sprayed bleach on the vine.
Good.
Trying to kill it. Yeah. So I sprayed bleach, trying to kill off the plant.
All right, you spray some bleach on the plant, and it does shrivel up a little bit. Doesn't quite go.
Okay, good. All right. Surprised it didn't. It was okay with the bleach that was left behind yesterday. I'll have to douse a little bit more.
Are there any vines that are like breaking through the foundation or the walls or anything in other places, or is it just by the rat traps?
As you look around and notice, no, it's just around where the traps were.
Okay.
Okay. So.
All right. So, as you go to,
let's make some of those chemical bombs, shall we?
I just toss them into the forest.
All right. Well, I gotta make them first, right?
Yeah, you'll have to make them. Give me use your chemistry skill to make this potion. Potion. We'll go with potion.
Do I have like just enough to make enough?
You bought a little extra just to be safe.
Okay, so I have a little bit of area for error in case I fuck up. Okay. That is a critical success on
All right,
those.
yeah. You mix up a good solution, and you remembered to use a spray backpack type of thing, so you have that on, so you can start spraying that down on the rats and all.
All right. And I'm going to make sure that I got all my safety goggles and everything like that. This is, like, I've seen dead rats before. I'm a scientist and such. It's not going to freak me out. Let's see none of this shit. I know how to dispose of bodies, right?
You get your solution and you go off into the forest and you start spraying down all these rats and whatnot. It takes you a couple hours to cover the whole area.
Is Simon with us today? Is Simon?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you sent Simon to begin working on patching the ceiling.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
nice.
that's right.
Good.
Okay. Perfect. So he's been working on that.
So he's doing that. You're all spraying down, and I assume the rest of the crew is watching over the spraying process.
Yeah, they're going to film it. I'm going to tell them, like, keep your distance. I wouldn't want you inhaling any of these chemicals. I've got a mask on, goggles, everything. Everybody keep your distance. But still, keep that beautiful little lens on me.
So you spend a good couple hours getting all these rat bodies covered up real well and do a pretty good job of it. And it's not going to have any immediate dissolving effect, but it's going to, after a few days, they'll probably be dissolved away into the ground.
It'll help speed up the decomposition process.
Exactly.
Basically, I just use the cleric spell decompose.
Perfect.
It'll take a couple days as compared to a few months in this case.
Yeah.
So you finish that all up, and
So I can let the city know the forest is going to be cleared out. It's good. It's taking its time, but I helped the natural situation with it. So yeah.
Yep. All right. So now all you have left to do is to make sure Simon's all go on the ceiling.
Yeah, that's it. It's been fun, you guys. We're almost done.
Right.
How's the lawn and the bushes looking?
They look good. Simon did a good job with them.
We really should pay this guy.
I think we can probably scrounge up a few hundred for him. Out of the what the fuck did I just call it? I literally just said the word.
The budget?
The budget.
Yeah, the budget.
Whatever that's called.
Thank you.
All right. You head inside and you go into the dining room to see progress on the ceiling. Make a sanity check, everyone.
Oh, fuck.
Good. Amazing.
And Simon's dead.
Okay, I'm fine.
That is a success on my part.
That was a major fail.
Oh no, man.
Oh god. Oh god.
My sanity
no.
is 59. My roll 94.
Oh god.
All right.
No.
Let me go back to my chart of sanity.
No.
The chart
I
of
don't
sanity.
like the chart of sanity.
Oh, shit.
The chart of sanity is evil.
Okay, so
Oh really?
those
Oh.
of you that succeeded only take
Oh.
3 points of sanity.
Oh, great.
Oh god. I succeeded and took 3 points. So I'm at 52.
52. I'm at 45.
Well,
Everybody
you
starts
know,
at different levels of sanity.
Yep, everyone starts at a different level of sanity.
Oh.
Yeah.
Manda, you were the only one to fail, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You take a mere
Mirror.
wow.
Ha!
A mere
what?
what?
What? What?
You lose a mere
What?
points of sanity.
4 points. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they looked
Yeah.
at that one and they're like, "Excuse me, Bucko."
Absolutely not.
Excuse me.
No, be glad
That
it
is
wasn't
some
higher because it was
bullshit.
gonna be the base 1d3 plus.
Oh God, no.
Yeah. And you all let out a shock scream of surprise as you see Simon's body shriveled and dry laying on the floor.
No.
Oh
Simon.
god.
No.
Oh shit.
Simon.
Can I do a first aid check on him?
You do a first aid check, he dead.
Oh.
As you
There's
look,
no blood in him.
He's
no,
shriveled.
He's shriveled.
He's a prune
So
now.
he just gained like 55 years. Like, I like silver foxes, but I don't like raisins. So sorry. It's important to keep
Hydrated.
everybody staying with some laughter.
Stay hydrated.
All right, everyone.
Can I roll?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask if I could roll listen.
You can, but I would also like everyone to give me a luck roll.
Oh God.
Oh, okay.
No.
Does my luck go down with my sanity?
No, it does not.
Okay, so it's still 55.
Okay, I'm going to do the luck first and then I'll
Ooh,
do
that's a
listen.
success! Woohoo!
Nope.
Oh, that's a fail for
Okay.
luck.
I succeed.
And then a
Oh.
very bad critical fail for listen.
So, yeah, okay.
My ears are gone.
As you're standing there looking over the body of Simon, all of a sudden you see Ellie fall forward.
Great.
Ellie, you feel something wrap around your ankle
Okay.
and
Oh
pull
no!
you. You all turn to look, and you see the green man coming out of that picture in the dining room towards you.
Oh god!
Mines has Ellie by the ankle.
What the?
Oh god! Where's Tom?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm back now.
Oh, get this on camera, dude!
Help me! Don't film it. Help me out of here.
I will grab Ellie and try and freaking rip her out.
I'll stand back and
Alright.
record it all.
Give me
Thanks,
a strength
Tom.
check.
It sounded like you wanted to add a little bit of something extra to that, but
Hey,
okay.
Well,
hey,
yeah,
wait,
yeah,
wait,
I'm
wait, wait,
going
wait,
to
wait, wait, wait.
because-
Wait, guys. The
What?
syntax wasn't right for her roll. Look at the result in total. She just typed
Yeah.
100. Syntax wasn't right. That's not a correct
Oh,
roll.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep, re-roll that.
Okay, good. Whew.
Yeah, fix it.
Thank God.
You're welcome.
Need one.
Okay.
Hey! Oh, shit! That's good! That's a critical success, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's what happened.
What a
Ellie,
difference!
You felt something touch your ankle
Oh my
and
god.
turned to look just in time before it grabbed onto you. You jumped backwards as this vine almost grabbed your ankle, and you all look up and see the green man in his vined and leafed form stepping out by you from the picture.
All right, Jelly Green Giant.
Okay, I'm gonna throw, like, literally a bottle of bleach just on his fucking face. If possible.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna go into combat,
Oh, shit!
wow.
Okay.
and we're
I
going
don't like
to go.
this at all!
So, how combat works in Call of Cthulhu is the highest dexterity goes first. The only
Okay.
modifiers to that will change. In this case, Paul, you will have an additional 50 points on your dexterity because you have a readied weapon and a little chemical.
Okay, that makes it 120.
Okay, let's
Okay.
see
That
here.
means I can't fail.
Who goes? Well, that's your turn order. That's the initiative order.
Okay, well,
So you're
like,
you're going.
if I add 50 to it, because I
Mhm.
have a readied weapon, my total of dexterity is 120.
Yes. So for this first round, you will have 120 on the initiative order, and then you will drop back down to your 70, I believe.
Yeah, 70.
Yeah. So you'll go drop down to 70 from there.
Okay. Oh, shit.
All right.
Fucking
So, however, oh
You guys
yes,
can't
dude,
tell, but I'm scared of
just
shit
barely
right now.
you just barely get to go before the green man does.
Who,
Oh.
me?
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Do I need to roll something?
No.
We're all
We're
dead
dead.
now.
Damn!
Yeah, my dex.
Oh,
All right, so go ahead and you're going to roll an attack. So you're going to roll. I'm going to use this go ahead and use a dexterity of your base dexterity of 70 to throw this thing, okay?
okay. Everybody pray for me right now. That's a success! That's a critical success!
Good.
You
Actually,
are
no, wait.
you are
Not
so
quite.
lucky because the green man's dodge is 50%. He missed.
Oh my
One.
god! Oh!
You throw this chemical bomb at him. I'm gonna give a damage of 1d10 against him.
Oh.
Chemical bomb.
Oh shit! Okay. That's a 6.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay,
Bad at all.
he gets to go next.
Oh shit!
He is
don't
going to,
like
of
this.
course, attack the guy that just threw a fucking chemical bomb at him.
Oh shit, you guys! I'm gonna die.
All right. I want you to roll a dodge check.
Okay. My dodge. I think my dodge is like 35. Yeah, it is. Oh, please God. Oh, that's a fail.
That's a fail. Okay. He is going
That's a
to
fail
attack
on
you
my
with
part.
his vine whip.
Oh,
It's a druid.
that's a
It's a
I mean-
Bulbasaur. Get it right.
A Bulbasaur. druid.
Venusaur.
Oh. You.
Oh,
What is your total health?
13.
13.
Shit.
You just took a major... The vine whip comes out and hits you, slashes you across the shoulder, basically splits it open to the bone, and you have just taken a major hit.
Oh!
You are not dead, but you are dying.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna let the group know. Pneumonia. That's the only thing that I can fucking say.
Ammonia.
Mustard gas.
Wait a minute. Ammonia and
mustard.
Freaking... No. You're getting ready to make
Mustard gas this bitch. All right. It ain't gonna live.
Ellie, you are next. You have just witnessed this plant creature split Paul's shoulder open like it was, quite frankly, nothing. What do you want to do?
Okay, so what? I do not have a chemical bomb on me. What can I do?
You can try to punch the shit out of it. You can grab something and throw at it.
Oh, we didn't get any kind of like ghost busting material, did we?
No, we really didn't.
We should have gotten like silver knuckles or shotguns or something. Fuck, we're dumb.
Okay, can I, like my boom mic, can I take it or like flip it around, and so like instead of I'm like holding it where like the mic is, and can I try to like use the long handle and just like smack him on the head?
Staff? Like a
yeah.
staff?
Yes. You will use fighting
It's
brawl
melee.
skill.
Yeah, that's melee.
Okay. All right.
So you'll need to try to get a 30 or less.
Okay.
Okay, you got this. You got this, sister.
I don't.
No.
I really don't got this.
I miss my lawyer.
So yes, you do miss him because he does make his dodge check. Actually, no, he misses his dodge check. So give me a straight D100 roll.
Okay.
Okay. 30.
Oops. What's that? I did that wrong.
Yes, you did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he succeeds. He beats you.
Oh,
so you do miss. You swing at him just barely, and you miss. I believe. Okay, it's your player's choice how you want to do this because. And Manda, you have the same dexterity. Who wants to go first? You want to let Tom go first?
I can go first if need be.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and go. What do you want to do?
Is there any source of fire?
There is a fireplace, but there is no fire in it.
Is there anything there to light said fire?
You can see a box of matches. So
what if I were to attempt to light this thing on fire with my flask of alcohol and matches?
Ooh.
Perfect.
You literally have an alcohol bomb.
I believe they call that a Molotov cocktail.
That's what I was going for.
Yeah. Or alchemist fire, you know. Is that what alchemist fire is? Is literally a Molotov cocktail? I don't know. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. You can give me use your brawl check.
You guys, I'm totally gonna die because he gets to go before me.
I succeeded, but barely.
We're gonna see what he gets. What the hell?
Forgot the space, and you don't have to put the
You
one.
put
in front
the
of the
space.
Yeah, I put the space in the wrong spot. I swear, I know how to do it. I swear.
Yeah. You swear, you know.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, come on. Fuck this guy.
You toss it at you. I will give you this. You catch it at him. It catches the wall behind him on fire, but it misses him. So you do have some fire now to...
So we've now set the house on fire.
Yes.
Great.
Manda,
You know
it is
what?
your turn.
Fuck this house. Fuck this house. Let's get out of here. I'm bleeding out.
My turn. Okay, so I don't really have much of anything.
What kind of weapons do you think you find or improvise around you?
We're in the kitchen, right?
Dining room.
Dining room. Or anyway, wait a second. Whenever he fell, he didn't break anything.
The table remains.
Damn.
There's some chairs around.
Why is the dining room so goddamn far from the kitchen?
Can I take a chair and smash it on the ground and use a chair leg as a club?
Okay, yeah. Try to attack him with the use your brawl skill again to attack him.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Yeah, no. Please get lower than a 25. Big no. I'm not a fighter, apparently.
Oh, hey, look at that.
He does fail his dodge check, so we'll do a straight D to... He got a 50, so roll a straight D100 better than a 50. See if you get any slight glancing damage on it.
Okay. Nope.
Damn. You know what? We need to
swing
get
and a miss.
The hell out of We need to get the hell out of Dodge right now.
All right.
This house is on fire.
The green man gets his next turn.
Nobody hit him.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to do this real quick to determine who he's going to go after.
Oh.
He's going to go after the person that tried to hit him with a stick.
Great.
Okay. Wait.
Do I need to roll
in the meantime, Dono,
we're in danger.
I need you to make a Constitution check.
So I roll dog.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, that's a success on my dodge.
Is it a hard success?
No, it's not a hard success. It's a regular. It was like points away from.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to give you that one because he missed. He technically got a success, but you got closer to a hard success. So I'm going to give you that he whipped at you, but you missed.
But I missed. He missed.
He
missed. Good.
Donna, did you roll a con check?
Oh, me roll a con check?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I missed that. $86. I think that's bad, actually. Yep, my Constitution is a 60.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
You lose another health point as you bleed out.
Oh God, that's okay. I'm at 3 now.
All right, Ellie, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to. Can I roll a first aid on Paul?
You can try, but you're going to put yourself vulnerable to attack on the next round.
Okay. Is there any way I can try to get him out of the range of fire without dying myself?
Give me a dex check to pull him away.
Okay.
And you do not have to fight this creature at all if you don't want to. You have the option to run.
I kind of
I-
just threw the bleach or the chemical bomb out of like reaction. I was like, oh shit, there's something coming out of the wall.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
That is a
It's
fail.
okay. It's okay.
All right.
I can die. I
You,
was a waste of everything anyway.
You run up, and you try to pull him, but in your panic, you can't quite get a grip, and you can't quite pull him away.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else, can I?
No. All right.
Okay.
Tom, what you want to do?
Wait.
Give me a second. Tom's trying not to die right now.
What's Ellie and Tom's dex?
Mine's 65.
I should go before you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forgot to give you your chance to do your opportunity. Go ahead. I forgot. I am.
All right, let him
I
go
mean,
ahead.
I made
need to
my
step away and
con.
get a
I
drink.
did my con thing.
Yeah. Go ahead with whatever action you want to try to attempt to do.
Okay, do I have another chemical bomb on me?
Yes, you can. You have one.
I don't. Can I, like, with me bleeding out, moving myself would probably be a bad idea.
Yes.
Right?
You. The thing is you can try to throw the
Okay.
chemical. However, it will be with disadvantage.
And I have a 70 that I have to make it in?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna toss it. Fuck it. Damn it, that's
Oh.
a fail. That's a fail. Let's see if I get a critical fail and kill myself. No, not a critical fail. That would have been a success. Screw me.
You
Oh,
toss
man.
it. It goes just past him. It flank. You know what? Matter of fact, what does happen is when those chemicals hit the flame, it flames up a little bit and it singes him a little bit, and he does take a small amount of damage.
Okay.
Matter of fact, he takes. Let's see here. Ah, shit! I swear I'm gonna try something.
Is everybody having fun, by the way?
I hope so, because I'm trying my damnedest.
Like our characters in the
didn't
fire or us playing Call of Cthulhu right now?
Sorry,
I'm
guys, I'm
playing
back.
Call of Cthulhu right now.
You're good. I'm
I'm having
trying
a
to
good
wrap it
time.
up because I know you're not feeling good.
Yeah, I just all of a sudden got this bad cough, and I'm just not feeling the greatest.
All right, he takes 4 points of singeing damage.
Ooh.
Ellie, you took your turn.
Does
Tom,
that hurt him more than what I think it would have?
do what?
Does that hurt him more than what I think it would have?
It hurts him more than you would have expected, considering you missed.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but like the fire, does it seem to really affect him?
Yes, it does. It does singe him quite a bit, actually.
Okay.
Tom, what you want to do?
All right.
So, he is currently surrounded by fire, correct?
No. You threw the fire at it missed. It hit the wall behind the thing. So there's you, and then the creature, and then the wall behind the creature is on fire.
If we could push him into
If I were
that'd
to
be-
rug, could I knock him back into there?
Yes. Make another brawl check for me.
Oh, great Cthulhu, help us.
Trust me,
Ooh.
Cthulhu is not the person you want to be calling on for this.
That is it.
Woo! Is that a success? Oh, come on!
No.
Fuck these.
How do I want
Why
to?
is this monster? You know what? It's not like
I'm gonna
it's
give
all
it to you.
technology, so it's not like these are loaded dice or anything. We just suck.
I'm going to give you this. You knock the creature back into the fire, and it catches, and it's starting to catch on fire very quickly. However, Tom, you are wrapped up in its vines that it grabbed you with instinctually when you pushed it.
Oh, fuck.
So you're going to have a chance
Tom.
to get away from it, but if you don't get away from it, you're going down with it.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
So, Manda, you have an opportunity of action right now.
Okay.
Tom is now wrapped up in the creature, who is against the wall, slowly catching on fire. Paul is laying on the ground, bleeding out from a split open. Ellie is trying to do what she can to get this creature.
Okay, well, if they're dealing with the creature, I'm gonna go see if I can't stop her from bleeding out.
Okay. You gonna try to pull?
Thank you.
I'm gonna try
Thank you, honey.
I'm gonna try to pull him away. I have no medicine check, unfortunately. Like, it's a 1%.
Oh God! First aid? Do you have any first aid?
Try to pull him out of the
So
area.
strength check to pull him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, this is gonna suck. How are we
I'm
supposed to
trying
make it back to town?
Yeah, that's a success.
Yeah!
Success.
All right.
Ow!
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Or you could possibly make a getaway with him
Mm-hmm.
if you wanted to. Ellie, you do notice this as well, that Manda has pulled Paul out of the range of danger for the moment.
Oh, God, this is so.
Does it look like they need help? Should I go help?
Yes, probably. We're going to go back to the top of the order real quick.
Okay.
It is going to be the Green Man's turn, and he's obviously going to be attacking the one that just came into the fire.
Yeah, he's also on fire.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes. So he's steadily losing damage. I'm tracking that.
Okay.
He's
thank
also
God.
got like 10 times the health of some of y'all have.
Well, I guess this is where Tom dies a hero.
On his that just barely succeeds on his vine
Damn it all!
or on his vine attack. So
This monster's the luckiest fucking thing I've ever met. God damn.
Second.
Not that I'm complaining. It's just ridiculous.
oh shit, wrong dice. He does not do 76 points of damage to you.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I definitely would have been dead.
I would see Tom just get torn apart.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh,
Tom,
Ow.
what's your health points?
-2.
oh, God. Oh.
You all turn just in time to see Tom get pulled limb from limb
No.
as it's consumed in fire.
Well,
It is slowly burning up, but it has just killed Tom, all the dead.
well. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay, let's get out of here, you guys.
Yeah.
You
This
make
thing's
a
gonna burn.
You just want to leave the house to burn and get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time to go.
You do that. You retreat. You warn the people about the house on fire, and they look at you like you're crazy, and they think something else is going on. You don't care. You run to your vehicle on the other end of the village. You drive out of there. Paul, they get you to a hospital. You get treatment. You are going to be forever scarred by this event. You all experience
Physically and mentally.
physically and mentally. You all experience years of just nightmares of rats and a green man. However, just a few months after you have escaped from the town, you happen to read in a little article in the newspaper about the town of Muscogee has disappeared. There's reports are saying that one day the town was there, and then the next day somehow the forest had over it, completely consuming it. Even the buildings are abandoned. There's no sign of life anywhere. Scientists are investigating this phenomenon, but they have no clue what has happened. But you will all forever know the real secret of the Green Man and what happened to the village of Muscogee.
I know Tom got ripped apart and set on fire, but did we get the camera before we left? Did we get the footage?
Give me a luck check.
Okay.
I mean, I can roll it, but I'll roll it with disadvantage.
Nope.
Unfortunately, Kate is occupied. She got a phone call come in. I'll give a roll for her because I do have her character sheet here.
Oh, that's a success on both sides.
Good.
I rolled that with disadvantage. So,
I
like,
did not
as
succeed.
my character's getting pulled out, he grabs the camera.
Yes, for some reason, Paul, you have the place of mind to actually grab the camera of all things. And you actually have the footage of it. It comes through a little grainy and a little messed up, a little heat damage from the fire. But you do have footage of it. People are disregarding it as a fake, but you know the truth. And you know what's really there. And you try to warn the people not to mess with that town. You can only hope that your warnings will be heeded.
Fuck them science.
And that
Oh, God.
And that concludes Scritch Scratch, Call of Cthulhu scenario by Lynn.
Nice.
Oh, that was fun.
That was fun.
That was.
I enjoyed it. I sacrificed myself for you guys.
What a fucking hero, Tom. What a hero.
Yeah, you will be remembered
Paul
forever.
will think of you every night.
I shouldn't have faked the footage in the past because then they wouldn't be disregarding it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I hope you all enjoyed
man.
it. I tried to do my best with it. It's one of my favorite scenarios in Call of Cthulhu.
I still didn't die.
Yeah, miraculously you lived.
Yeah. Listen, I have yet to have a character die in D&D or in Call of Cthulhu.
Honestly, same.
Challenge
Just
accepted.
If you keep playing Call of Cthulhu, that track will go down.
Right?
I'm surprised more of us didn't die today.
I know, but that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed
I will
that.
be honest, I was being a little lenient.
Oh, dang it.
We could have died.
We could
Very
have died.
easily.
I probably should have died.
All right, can we say our sign-offs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all for watching. This has been Adventures Initiative Plays Call of Cthulhu. I am Donna the Cleric. I have played Paul. You guys can find me on Instagram or anything under the tag Donna the Cleric. Thank you.
I'm Anna. I'm at N100 on anything. I'm happy to join you guys. This is really fun. If you're ever playing, I'd love to play again. And I've played Ellie.
I am the Drunken Monk. I played Tom in this rendition of Call of Cthulhu. I would like to thank our keeper and our guests for joining us. Thank you. It was a good time.
Thank you for having us. It was a lot of fun. I am, of course, Yee Boo on TikTok and Instagram. Cagekid, who was our other guest, does not do social media very much, actually. But she is also a great person. That's why I married her.
The question is, why did she marry you?
I still haven't figured that one out.
All right, guys. Dono, go ahead and say it.
Thank you for the adventure continues next week. Till then, roll furnished.